Welcome again, everyone, to the Liberty Intelligence Organization Network. This is going to be a continuation, really, of Segment 4, because I didn't really get through everything I wanted to last time, and I was running out of time. So this is really a continuation of America's the Enemy? Question mark? Kind of strange. Basically, I saved this because I have one more article left, but I really wanted to look at it in depth. So I figured if I just start a brand new video, I can really get into it. And I breezed through the other stuff earlier, but again, to our viewers, I want to thank you all for tuning in. I want to encourage you to actually become active participant members in the world. Learn about the things going on around you. Stay aware of your surroundings at all times. That's the best way to survive. That's the best way to live. And it makes you a much more interesting person when anyone can carry on a conversation with you that doesn't revolve around specifically sports or specifically reality TV show or specifically video games. It's much more fun to talk about multiple topics. So I'm encouraging you to expand your knowledge base and enable yourself to know more about the world. Basically, if you watched our earlier segments, we're talking about how the war on terror has been flipped around and is now geared towards the American citizenry. And it gets really scary once we get into 2013. Because some laws that were passed this year are going to go into effect, and those laws are rather scary. We'll be getting to them later. But basically, this article here, I don't know who wrote it, and I encourage if anybody knows who wrote it, who's watching, or if the actual author knows and sees the video, let me know. I'm sorry, I don't know your name. I couldn't find it on there. But this one's out of 4winds10.net. And the title here is 10 Ridiculous Things That Make You a Terror Suspect. Again, we're going over how they flip the war on terror around. It's not about radical Islamists, and again, I don't know if I mentioned this in an earlier video, but I have nothing against Muslims. I've actually studied a lot of Islam. I was raised as a Christian, but I don't necessarily consider myself a member of any fundamental religious organization. I believe that there is a great spirit that created all things, and I worship, love, and respect that great spirit. And regardless of whatever name or whatever religious group you want to associate them to, I believe that in the end there is one true creator that doesn't really care if you call yourself a Christian or a Jew or a Muslim or a Hindu. They just care that you understand they are the great creator. So that being said, I didn't mean to preach there for you all. Let me get back to this. This article, 10 Ridiculous Things That Make You a Terror Suspect, it starts off with a quote from British hip-hop star L.I.O.N. He says, "I'm not anti-America. America is anti-me." Now, I don't really know who he is, but I imagine he's saying that because he agrees with values of liberty and freedom. And as I've been pointing out, our country's completely turned away from being the land of the free. We no longer value our liberty here, and our government is happily taking it away from us. And because we don't value it, we don't care that soon we'll all be slaves, apparently. At least I don't see too many people caring. Actually, I see more people caring today as they realize what's about to happen, but amongst my friends, I see a number of my friends don't care. For example, I was trying to talk to one of my friends about this stuff on Facebook, and he got all upset. "Oh, please don't spam me. Oh, it's like, don't you want to know that there's a group of people out there trying to kill you?" And apparently not. Apparently he's like, "Well, if I die, let them kill me. I don't care." Which I think is very selfish, first of all, because they're not just after you, they're after a lot of other people. And you know who you are if you're watching this video. My birthday request. Guess what, dude? I had a birthday request, too. My request was that people wake up, get informed. Did you do that? No, but I followed your request. I stopped spamming you. Because I'm a decent human being, and I fear that you're a zombie, a full-fledged zombie, so there may not be much I can do to cure you, dude. Basically, let me do a time check here since I was ranting. Alright, I still got some time. We really want to get to something at the end of this video, so let me jump through these. Here's the 10 ridiculous things that make you a terror suspect. Tea Party activist. The Tea Party, I gotta tell people this. A lot of people don't know what it means. A lot of people think they're racist or whatever. Tea Party actually stands for Taxed Enough Already. TEA, Taxed Enough Already. They sort of do what we do here at the Liberty Intelligence Organization Network. They take the first letter of each word and make an acronym out of it. In this case, it's T. In our case, it's L.I.O.N. Pretty clever stuff right there. I mean, it takes a rocket scientist to do that. So, if NASA's looking for a rocket scientist, I can make acronyms. And I know most people in America can't handle that anymore. So I might as well be a rocket scientist. And I'm not boasting. I'm actually, it upsets me that I'm one of the most intelligent people I know, and I'm not even that smart. So the next group, number 2 on the list, is Occupy activists. If you're part of the Occupy movement, those people basically didn't like corporations, big, large-scale corporations controlling everything. They wanted there to be small business. And again, you're a terrorist if you don't like large corporations. If you store 7 days of food, you are a terrorist. Again, my heart goes out to all the people that suffered through Sandy, the hurricane that recently hit the East Coast. But I hope that those people realize it's smart to save more than 7 days' food, because a number of them are still out of power, and there's a chance they're going to continue to be out of power for at least the next week and a half. So, store food, folks. Even though the government says you're a terrorist if you do it, store some food. It'll save your life in the long run. If you have missing fingers or burn marks, you're a terrorist. If you buy flashlights, I got a burn mark on my hand somewhere, so I must be a terrorist. If you buy flashlights, you're a terrorist. If you pay with cash, you're a terrorist. Now, it's not in this one, but in another article they talk about if you pay with credit cards, you're a terrorist too. So write checks, I guess. Again, sarcasm is going to be a big part of L.I.O.N. I'm not being sarcastic about any of this. This is just Twilight Zone bizarre world. I can't believe it's real. But I'm being sarcastic when I say write checks, because not very many people write checks anymore, and I definitely know no one in my generation writes checks. At least I haven't seen anybody from my generation writing checks anytime recently. So let me move on. If you text privately in a public area, now this one's especially to you folks, and I'm going to break into some sarcasm here, because a lot of my friends, I see you guys just staring at your phones constantly with text messaging or whatever you're doing down there, and I don't know what you're doing. You're being pretty private with it, and you're in a public place. I think you should be showing us all what you're doing, because according to the government, if you text privately and you don't want other people to see it, well, I should report you for being a terrorist. So all my friends, I'm going to try and link this to, there's a chance I've already called DHS on you and told them I saw him texting privately in a public place, and I don't know what they're up to. If you have Ron Paul bumper stickers, you are a terrorist. If you believe in conspiracies, you are a terrorist. And this one's especially for you ladies. If you own any precious metals, you are a terrorist. That's right. Gold and silver jewelry makes you a terrorist, according to the new government we got today. So that does it. I just really wanted to get to this one article, and I can't believe that I couldn't get it in the last one, but I'm running out of time. Let me do a time check. Alright, now I want to end this one by first of all saying that I don't agree with most of this, the stuff the government's saying about Americans being terrorists, the veterans being terrorists. I do not agree with it. I love the military. One of my best friends who I care about very much is in the military, and just got deployed to Afghanistan either today or last night. And my heart goes out to you, buddy. I'll pray for you. Stay safe out there. And before he left, I woke him up to a lot of this, or pointed him in the direction towards waking himself up. And I hope he's done so, and I hope he's going to get a chance to watch the videos and links to some of the articles and videos we got. And again, I want to remind people that I'm doing this for you all, because I really do care sincerely about the majority of you people, even people I don't know. And the more awake we are, the more we have a chance of stopping this. That's the only hope, is we stand up and say no more, and maybe it won't happen. So that's basically it for those. This is really the end of the 4th segment. I'm going to put 2 of them together. It's like a segment part 1, segment part 4, part 1, segment part 4, part 2. This is going to be the part 2. And a little future cast in the next segment. Again, I don't have my list here, but I think I'm getting into training manuals. I'm going to start talking about some police training manuals that are quite disturbing, based off the information I've already given to you all. So that's going to be it. I'd like to thank everyone again for joining us here on the Liberty Intelligence Organization Network. I am the captain, and stay safe, stay informed, stay empowered, stay strong, stay free, stay alive, folks.